Hello, this is Coach Alina, and I am here today with my guest, Justin Wasson. He agreed to share a little bit about his experience. He was my client about a year ago and enrolled in my health coaching program. So we are here today. Let's start, Justin, with telling our audience a little bit about yourself. What do you do? And what are you passionate about?
So I've owned a pressure washing company for 3.5 years now. I've been in pressure washing for 20 years. And some things I'm passionate about include volunteering in the neighborhood and volunteering with kids. Basically, when I'm not working, I'm usually volunteering with one of those.
Okay, very good. So when you are working, though you are very busy, this is pretty intensive work. You are outdoors, rain or shine, going from job to job to do the pressure washing. So pretty physical work, right?
Right. It's about 8 months where I'm working every day, really busy, very high intensity, high pressure workout all day. You know, it's 7 days a week. A lot of days are 12-hour days. And then the other 4 months of the year, it's very little work. It's very weather dependent. So if it's below freezing, I can't wash. And so most of the winter, I don't have any work at all.
Okay. But during the season, it's really very physical, intense work, no breaks, moving from job to job. So I assume you need to be in top shape.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the work itself forces me to be in top shape. It's not an option.
It's not an option. Okay. So I'm curious, what made you decide to work with a health coach? Why did you hire me for your health goals?
Yeah, so last year in particular, I really struggled with my weight. I had hit over 200 pounds for the first time in my life, and it just was time for a change. I had a goal of being under 170 pounds, and that was a weight I haven't been since college. And I just decided, it's time. I'm tired of being tired all the time. I had no energy. One of my biggest motivators was my pants didn't fit anymore. And so I told myself, I'm not buying new pants. I'm going to lose the weight so that I fit into the pants I own. And so I just really wanted to make a change in my life, and that after I met you at a networking event, and that's just kind of what got me started.
Okay, so maybe it was like sometimes around this time of year, last year, you enrolled in the Total Energy 90-day transformation with a weight loss protocol. And you were very diligent. We talked about nutrition, we addressed movement, stress, sleep, and when you were giving the choice to swap some foods, like going from high sugary foods to almost no sugar, low carbs, healthy protein, you didn't really take the middle ground. You said, Alina, I want to do the cold turkey thing. I'm all in. You remember that?
Yep.
Okay, so what the results did you see at the end of the 12 weeks after we worked together?
Yeah, so that's kind of my personality. I'm either all in or I'm not, and that's kind of why work is what I do work so well, because I'm all in for work for 8 months, and then I can just kind of shut down for 4 months. And so when I joined the program, I was all in, and I said I'm not going to ease into this. I'm starting now, and I'm committed, and I'm doing it. And the results were pretty quick. I mean, you could see the weight drop every day. I created a graph at home where I tracked my daily weight, and you could see a pretty steady decline for the entire session. And there were a few days where you'd see the little bump up, but they always immediately drop down. And it's kind of neat looking at that graph, going back and seeing how quick the results were. And just a little over 2 months into the program, I'd lost the weight that I wanted to lose and got under 170 pounds.
Yes, I think you are targeting about 25 to 30 pounds weight loss, and you got there. You are very diligent. You stuck to the program. And what do you think were some of the success factors or some of the key lessons learned here?
Yeah, there were a number of things. The lessons that I think helped the most were the daily fasting. I wouldn't eat for about 6 hours before going to bed.
Okay.
And having a set ingredient list that I can work from. It took a while to experiment with, to figure out what I liked with what, but like I'd never eaten lentil soup before, and I found a way that I could make it. I tried making it plain, and I didn't really like it much. But then I started adding some of the other ingredients to it. I added some ham and some spices, and made it so it was something that actually tasted pretty good. So having the strict ingredient list helped me. It helped limit what I can eat, which made a difference, because as opposed to saying, well, we're going to cut this, this, and this, well, there's always some kind of loophole to get around what you're cutting. When it's more of a list, well, this is all you can do, it helped a lot. But then the other thing, it wasn't really a lesson, but it was more just part of the program, was just having the accountability factor, knowing every week I've got to report, here's what I ate, here's where I cheated, and when I knew, when I had the temptation to cheat, I'd think about, I've got to report if I cheated or not. And so it kind of curbs that temptation a bit, knowing that I'm going to be held accountable to the cheating at the end of the week.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's part of the support and accountability you get when you work with a health coach. Not just the curated information, not just the recipes. You really engage in home cooking, and then you would come every week and then you report your progress. You did some food journaling, so we really could tell, okay, yes, I went out and I cheated a little bit here, but then I went back to my list of foods that I am allowed, and you made it so it didn't feel like a punishment. It felt like something manageable. So thank you for sharing that. In the end, what advice do you give people that are kind of in the same situation? They're trying to lose weight and maybe they hit a roadblock. What would you tell them?
Probably my biggest thing was that I was just tired of where I was at, and I was just mentally ready for some kind of change. And it was the combination of me being ready, but then at the same time, for the 90 days, having the support system to stay in that mentality that I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to stick on the path and continue on a weight loss goal. The combination of those two, I think, led to success in the program. And so, it's something where you gotta be ready for it. You're gonna have to make sacrifices, but if you're ready for it, then I think the support is really the added piece that you need to be successful.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that, Justin. And I hope you enjoy this conversation. And if you struggle with your weight, if you lack energy, you feel sluggish, let's connect. Private message me on Facebook or go to my website, wellnesswithinyou90.com. Book a free consultation and let me help you with your journey to a better health. Thank you for watching and see you soon.